Ladies, gentlemen, and of course those genders without those kinds of endearment terms. Welcome to episode 20, the big 2-0 of the Extra Casual Podcast. To
Mhm.
be honest, this is the second time we record this. We tried a few days ago, and we just couldn't do it because of technical difficulties on my end. So yeah, we're doing this again. Anyway, that won't detract from quality. Obviously since we're attempting it again. But the topics will still be the same. It's not like you're gonna hear the first draft, whatever. Anyway, it's gonna be the PlayStation Portal, basically Sony's version of the Steam Deck / Switch. The new Super Mario Bros. Wonder game. 10 best rappers with Lil in their name. And 5 potential plot lines for a Devil May Cry 6 game. Which, that one I'm really excited about it, because I have a lot to say.
Yep, saving it right
Well,
for the end. So then, if
yeah,
you take too long, then I can just say, okay, we're gonna slow down here.
that's true. I'll do my best to keep it brief. Alright, why don't you start us off
Okay.
with this one?
So PlayStation Portal. It's according to the article, PlayStation's first remote play dedicated device. PlayStation Portal remote player to launch later this year at $200. And I was talking to Gavin about all the dumb things about this already. I'll probably mention in here, but there's no Bluetooth connectivity. You have to use Sony's earbuds.
Yeah. Which is already, not good. Because with like the Steam Deck and probably even the Switch, you use like Apple stuff. Or like
Mm-hmm.
other like brand stuff. Like, for sake of reference, I found my pair of Raycons and those are my honorary Steam Deck earbuds, so.
Raycons are good. Yo, Raycon, you
Yeah.
should sponsor us.
I already have your product. Yeah, they're really good. I will definitely say that.
Yeah, they're like a good
Anyway,
medium ranged headphone.
mm-hmm. Give him his birthday present a while back.
Greatest gift ever. Okay. um. So Pulse Explorer wireless earbuds and new Pulse Elite wireless headset revealed feature lossless, low latency audio using new PlayStation Link technology.
Sounds like an ad to me.
Yeah. Oh wait a minute. This is the wrong page. Hold on.
Oh yeah, it's the official one. We're just gonna,
It,
say all the good things about it.
did I ever find an actual non
You did, it just took a little bit. It's from the
gamer?
gamer.
Okay. This looks a lot better. Okay. So, new article name. Everything new I learned about the PlayStation Portal makes me more confused. Yeah, it makes us confused too. The PlayStation Portal has the right price, but it's missing fundamental features. A couple months ago, when rumors began circulating around the price point of the PlayStation's new handheld console, I proclaimed that Sony would be out of its collective mind to charge more than $200 for it. Well, lo and behold, the PlayStation Portal, formerly Project Q, will indeed be sold for $200. When I saw that news, I breathed a sigh of relief for reason had prevailed. Gosh, I hate how this guy is writing this article. When I read the details and my heart sank as I realized Sony had still managed to devastate me in the end. I haven't even considered the possibility that it would create a handheld so bare bones that even $200 would seem like too much.
So melodramatic. Although it might actually be that bad, so.
Yep, now we're gonna see why you said it's that bad, that $200 is still too much for it.
Well, alright, I guess to keep in mind, like, the base model of a Steam Deck is like $300, right?
I think it's 400.
Not close enough. Okay, 400. And like a base model of the Switch is like 300, right? Maybe
Mm-hmm.
that's where I got mixed up. So, all things considered, this one you're getting the best price for, but
It probably is like 1/5 of the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Because you can't even play games off of it. Like, with just the handheld itself. So you have to buy a like $500 console to be able to even play games with it.
Yeah.
But we'll read more into why you have to buy the console, I think. Okay. Here's the deets. See, I hate how this guy's is writing all this. Okay.
He's trying to sound like a mix of old school with a little bit of melodramaticism, and mix in just
he's trying to be hip with the gamers, you know? This is the gamer.
Trying to sound highly intellectual.
Yep. Well, here's the details. There, that's a lot better. For $200, you can get an 8-inch LCD display that can stream up to 1080p and 60 FPS. It is a remote play device, so you'll need to be on the same Wi-Fi network as your PS5 to use it. No native game support whatsoever. You can stream supported games to the portal, which doesn't include VR games, obviously. Get this, PlayStation Plus Premium's cloud streaming games. Wait, you can't cloud stream off of it?
That's what the Steam Deck does, right? Where you can just play games and it just saves to a cloud linked to your account.
No, cloud saving is like cloud gaming is like the Stadia.
Oh, well, everyone knows how well that lasted. And let's see, you need to be on the same Wi-Fi network as your PS5, so you can't even take it outside your house.
Nope.
Or like wherever you live.
Yeah, you have to bring the PlayStation 5 and the handheld and then have them connected to the same Wi-Fi. But then if your Wi-Fi sucks too, then it's not going to be able to stream well to the handheld.
What's the point?
I don't know.
The point of something like this is mobile gaming. That's like not like a phone.
I mean,
this is pointless.
I have seen some people say that this would be a really cool product to pick up once like they're trying to sell them all because they realized how much of a failure it is. Like you might be able to mod it so then like you can use it like off like for your computer for like Steam games and stuff like that. But of course it's going to be a remote play, but it'd still be something cool to tinker around with, I guess.
I guess, depending on how heavily you can mod this thing.
Yeah, you'll probably be able to in a couple of years.
I mean, there are geniuses on the world. They could like jailbreak like entire systems within like the span of a week.
I jailbroke my house.
Wait a minute. If you jailbreak your house, that means you expose and exploit a massive weakness of it. So
the pipeline, the water pipeline.
Oh no.
Okay, back to the article. The streaming handheld can't stream cloud games. Yep. This is a real thing Sony is selling. Yeah. Like, has Sony's like stuff been flopping recently, or is this like their first step into misfortune?
No, I think that the PS5 is still definitely beating the Series X, like in terms of overall sales.
I'm saying it like this thing's out yet, but we just know it's not going to work out well.
Yeah.
Unless they're able to like put updates on it to be able to fix these issues.
Well, here's the thing. It's the same thing of like the whole like Apple user joke. Apple user will spend like $2.5 grand for the same product they had like 2 years ago.
True.
It's the product loyalty or brand loyalty. They'll PlayStation fanboys will continue to finagle the shaft of Sony.
Yeah, like even if they were to update to this, the only things they'd be able to do is like make Bluetooth work and be able to do like cloud streaming at most. Mm-hmm. Like you can't reverse or like redesign the system if it can't even play games.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe this is going to be like a light edition. I was just thinking of that. Like maybe this is the light edition, then they're going to make like a full scale actual like portable device.
Well, I mean, all things considered, their record with like portable devices was pretty good with like the PSP and the PS Vita. So
weren't those like heavily underrated though once they first came out?
Yeah,
And now
like
like everyone wants them.
yeah. Well, like I think what it was is like the games on them were actually pretty good. Like what they were capable of was actually pretty impressive for the time, and like also they're pretty easily jailbroken, so you could like pretty easily mod it and stuff like that.
Jailbreak them to watch Netflix and nothing else.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of the consoles I wish I had because it's just a cool like. There's probably some really good exclusives or some like really good games on that would run really well and be super cool to have.
Yeah.
But I haven't even seen one of those things in person really. The
Neither have
Vita.
I.
Wait, didn't Jacob have a Vita?
Was it a Vita or was it a PSP? I don't
He
remember.
played God of War on it. I think the first one.
I think that might have been the P because the the original God of War was PS2, and that is roughly between like 2000. That was like between like 2000 and like 2006 or 2007.
Hmm. Okay, I think we should get back to the article.
Yeah.
It was one of those. You can probably look it up easily, but we need to get back on track. Okay. It also doesn't have Bluetooth. Yep. So forget about using your fancy wireless gaming headsets or earbuds. Good news though, Sony's new Pulse Elite headset and Pulse Explorer earbuds come with a USB adapter so you can plug it into the portal and make it utilize PlayStation Link, a new low latency wireless protocol. I wouldn't complain if both Bluetooth and PlayStation Link were options, but it feels like a move pulled from Apple's Create a Problem, Sell a Solution handbook. Yep.
True.
There's a 3.5mm audio jack on the portal if you want to use the wired head. Oh, okay, I'm just like overly thinking this. Jesus Christ. If you want to use a wired headset, guys, there's a millimeter jack for it.
Every time you pause, I think that your mic cut out.
No, it's just me being dumb and tired. I don't, but maybe you do. Yeah, I mean, like, remember when people were still like near the end of like the wireless earbud revolution or whatever? People were still like sticking onto the wired.
Yeah.
They're like, it's the most reliable and all that, but now like even like you don't see anybody using wired earbuds anymore.
Yeah, unless they have to.
Yeah, like maybe sometimes I'll use them just as like because I feel like using wired earbuds, but they're so annoying. Like having the cords dangle around, and then if you don't have both the earbuds in, then one's like dangling like lower or has a chance to snag on something and rip off your ear.
Yep, that's definitely happened to me before. Fortunately, I still have both ears.
And the most irritating thing it's happened to me whenever I've just like gone back to using earbuds is somebody will rip the earbuds out of my ears to try to talk to me, and that is the most infuriating thing ever.
Yeah.
Because it like kind of hurts, but like you're also just minding your own business and then somebody rips your earbuds out.
Yeah. The only thing I've really heard against like wireless earbuds, and to be fair, these are pretty decent points. Is if you lose one or both of them, you're kind of screwed. um, if you like, obviously having to recharge them is kind of a pain, especially if like you know, especially since or I should say over time the battery will degrade.
Yeah.
And that a lot of them are very expensive for what they are compared to wired, which it's fair sentiment, but
Yeah, there's some crazy like options for stuff, but I mean like noise canceling. Were there really ever like noise canceling wired headphones?
I don't think so. Like now that you say it, I mean they probably exist, but
It's
I ain't
probably
looking
like a
them up.
niche.
Yeah, very niche, definitely.
Well, the main reason I started talking about wireless headphones again is because the Portal doesn't have Bluetooth, so you can't use your fancy AirPods or whatever to
Mm-hmm.
You got to use the dumb wired headphones unless you buy their PlayStation pods or whatever they're calling them.
Yeah.
Okay. I can imagine a cooler version of the Portal. What if it was like the Wii U? Stay with me. You could
In
use it
parentheses.
as your gamepad while playing PS5 on your TV. Then when you walk away, you could go play on your patio or take a poo. The game seamlessly shifts over to the Portal's display so you can keep gaming on the go, of course. It would have Bluetooth because what kind of modern portable device doesn't? If Sony intends to take cloud gaming as seriously as Xbox, launching a new hardware that doesn't support it at all is a bad move. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to say, for sake of reference on the whole Wii U bit, the reason why I didn't do very well is because no one had any idea of what it was. So, yeah.
Yeah, and the Wii, I think they literally like failed with their own success with that one.
Yeah.
Like when they announced the Wii U, people were probably still buying just the regular Wii.
Yeah, I think it's just basically the exact same thing. Or like a small add-on that didn't really matter. Lo and behold, it's its own thing.
Yeah. The Wii U is actually pretty cool though.
Yeah, it just kind of sucks it flopped, like, really hard.
Got overshadowed. But luckily, Nintendo didn't give up on portable devices, because now we have the Switch.
Yeah. As we have talked about in a previous episode, it was the highest selling console of, I guess, the previous gen now, between PS4, Xbox One, and, Nintendo Switch. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was surprising.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's it's like
Definitely.
a kid's device, so.
Kids device filled with a lot of nostalgia.
Yeah. Okay. I bring this up every time, but there are already fantastic devices that do what the PlayStation Portal does, and a lot more. You can stream a PS5 to a Razer Edge using Remote Play to the Remote Play app, just like the Portal. But it also has Bluetooth, streams Game Pass and GeForce Now, and has full Android OS for local games, media streaming, and whatever else you want to do with an Android device. Heck, you could just use the phone you already have, link a DualSense controller, or buy a backbone and stream your PlayStation games. Yep. I think Razer. Yeah, the Razer Edge thing is like a controller adapter for mobile games.
Yeah.
I think when you buy it, it's like $100, and they give you like a 3 month subscription to like a streaming service or something like that.
Interesting.
But it's a pretty cool concept. But I mean, like, you could also just use Steam Link off your phone to be able to play your computer games on your phone too.
Yeah. And of course, there's, the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Which is probably going to be more powerful than the PlayStation Portal.
You have to be able. You definitely can stream like this. Like, if you had your computer on, you could stream the game to your Steam Deck, right?
I think so, as long as it's compatible.
Okay. Because I mean, you can do anything on it, so you probably could just do that too. If you wanted to save battery, I guess, when you're home or something like that.
Then again, what's the point? Like, that's my question.
The streaming wars debate.
Yeah.
This seems like a product exclusively for people that are dedicated to buying Sony hardware. Yep. Sony fanboys. Yep. Which disappoints me. This is another thing that reminds me of Apple's MO. As a streaming enthusiast and a sucker for niche hardware, I'm the exact target market for the PlayStation Portal, but it still doesn't impress me. We're on the cusp of a portable cloud gaming revolution that's going to fundamentally change the industry. The PlayStation Portal makes Sony look out of touch and left behind.
Yeah. Go back up real quick. I want to see like the design of it. It looks really skinny, like for what it should be. Like you look at the Steam Deck, it's like a brick, like a half brick.
Steam Deck is a huge monster.
Yeah.
When like reviewers were reviewing it, they were saying like they couldn't even like hold it for long periods of time because it would hurt their wrists.
Babies.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. it looks really skinny for what it should be, but I guess it's just a picture. Maybe it's a lot different in real life.
Well, it's basically just like an iPhone screen, like everything about an iPhone, and then they just cut a PlayStation 5 controller in half and put it on the sides.
Yeah. I mean, my point is that unless they specifically engineered like a chip or something like that, or worked with like Nvidia or whoever to make like a chip, that thing's not going to run very well, even though it says it can run at 1080, 60 FPS.
Once again, it's just streaming, so
I suppose that's true.
it doesn't really matter. Like, I can stream games from my computer to like a $30 Raspberry Pi for 1080p 60 FPS.
Yeah. I think I might be comparing it a little too much to like the Steam Deck, which of course.
Well, yeah, because it's a portable device, and it's literally like you buy the portable device, but like it's on house arrest basically.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
Hence, there's no real point.
Yeah, it's a cool thing, but like only fanboys are gonna get it. Just like they're gonna probably buy the wireless earbuds and the Elite wireless headset.
Yep. Hence what I said, endlessly finagling the shaft of Sony.
Okay, we can switch articles, but I want to tally up how much all this costs, like, quickly. So,
Okay.
the PlayStation Portal, right? I want to try to, like, tally up all the new PlayStation 5 product stuff. So we have the PlayStation Portal. We have PSVR 2, right?
Yeah.
Do we know how much that is?
PSVR. My guess, it's gonna be at least like $500.
500. And then let's say you get a perfect PlayStation 5 for the market average price. It's another 500.
Which is also about 500.
I'm pretty sure the wireless earbuds are like 60, not the Elite ones, and then I want to say the Elite ones are like 120. So that's like around $1,200 basically for all of this.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, that sounds like a 1,200 to me.
That's a committed fan.
Yep. Very committed.
That doesn't even count games.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yes. Put an additional, anywhere between like 15 on the low end maybe to a full 70, like not including like enhanced editions and whatever.
Well, you gotta keep in mind this is the PlayStation ecosystem too, so their games are also like, I'm pretty sure PlayStation got in trouble for like bumping up their game prices and everything than other places because they have to buy from their ecosystem. They can't, like, where on computer you can buy off of Steam, then you can buy off of Epic.
Yeah.
So they were like basically raising up the prices because they, like, people couldn't buy them anywhere else.
Yeah, basically monopolizing.
What I think, at least. I don't want to like say that definitely.
Yeah, I guess as a little side note, real quick. So you know, like how there's like a big discussion, like I want to say like 6 months back, about like raising the base cost for a AAA title to $70 instead of $60. Don't really see a whole lot of companies doing that aside from like Activision and Blizzard, which of course they're doing it, but
yeah, I mean,
everywhere else it's just still a base $60 price tag.
Probably just because they don't want to upset the fans because it's been the standard for so long.
Yeah. Smart guys.
Because if they raise the price and then pump all of their other stuff, then that means that people are less likely going to buy it because they have to pay $70 and they got to pay for a $10 battle pass.
Yeah.
And then if they want the enhanced edition, it's going to be like $120 now. Something dumb like that.
Ultimate edition, like $150.
Ultimate edition, first day beta, mega ultra super pack.
Mm-hmm. With real life stat of you get your chances of getting laid go down, up by 10%.
Real life ray tracing enabled.
Let's go.
Okay, we need to switch.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Super Mario Bros. Wonder will be different from the other games in one big way. during our field recording, this is the first one we went over.
We can briefly summarize it.
Yeah. So basically, just to keep it brief, basically, the guy who's been voicing Mario for like the past however many years, Charles Martinet.
I think they said since 1964.
Yeah. Okay. 1996. For the past 37 years, it looks like. Actually, no, that doesn't add up. 27. Yeah, that's better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, so for the past 27 years, Charles Martinet has voiced Mario in like
it has
a
been
lot
37.
Oh, really? Okay, I guess I was right. No, it's not 37 because 1990 plus 30s, it would be 2020.
Never mind.
Anyway, Charles Martinet, he voiced Mario and a lot of the adjacent characters too. Like he also voiced Luigi. He voiced Wario, like in some of his games, and like in all the games that Waluigi appeared, he voices him too. So he's a bit of a powerhouse when it comes to
the Mario franchise.
Yeah, especially when it comes to voices. Yeah, and he's also been getting pretty old. I remember we looked it up. He was like 68 years old. Like as of now, he will be turning 69. Like sometime in November. So that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the thing is that like even with like a lot of his more recent performances, like we just mentioned 3, which is like even like a couple of years ago, like 1 or 2. You can definitely hear like the strain that voice acting has taken the toll on his vocal cords over like the past 27 years.
Is that what he mentioned about it?
That what?
Is that what he mentioned on why he's not doing it anymore, or do you think Nintendo just replaced him?
I don't know. I legit just don't think that. Well, in the article, it just said that he was stepping away. So.
Oh.
But he will continue to work with Nintendo as basically like a ambassador for the Mario series. Yeah. So yeah, basically like all like the characters that Charles Martinet voiced will be being replaced by like an actual voice actor, and like from the sound clips I remember hearing in like the game, they sound exactly the same, unless it's just like earlier. Like sound clips still that Charles Martinet was still involved with, but I don't know.
Yeah, I still haven't watched the trailer for Wonder, so I watched like the start of it where I saw a bunch of random stuff like the snake pipes, which I mentioned a couple episodes ago. But
yeah, I saw the elephant power up.
Oh, I saw that too.
Yeah, didn't we? I remember we made a joke about like. Oh yeah, the joke was Nintendo just figured out what drugs were, so they took a crap load and started developing a game.
I went into depth about it on our first recording attempt of this, but I'll try to summarize my joke about it. They started doing all the drugs, and now like they're at the point in period where they're slowly catching up to our generation of civilization. So they just hit like the what era was that? I don't want to say the hippie era.
Hippie era was like mostly stoners. That was also the 1960s.
And Nintendo's slowly catching up from then.
They're doing the tabs of acid, maybe drinking some lean.
I don't know what they're doing there, but they're about to make an absolute Mario banger from it.
Yep.
No, do you know what happens? You know how they get influenced to make this game?
What?
They do the drugs, and then Mario appears in real life and tells them how the game should be made.
Dude, that's like that one joke. Like, people tend to lose weight while on acid, and some guy just commented, "Yeah, you can't eat when there's a dragon guard in the fridge."
That's a classic.
Yeah, I guess as a side note, yeah, like going back to drug talk, kind of. I was talking with my mom and I mentioned something about how the movie Alice in Wonderland was an allegory for not doing drugs.
That's a pretty good allegory.
Apparently, a band made a song called "Just Ask Alice," and it's just like a lot of stuff involving drugs. And like when asking what the effect was, the answer was just just ask Alice, which is funny. Yeah,
but I think we
scrubbed
everything up quickly.
Yeah, that's like basically like the major point of this article. Like it literally didn't talk about anything about gameplay or whatever. It's just that Mario's voice actor is getting replaced, and that was it.
They like clickbaited you with the article title because it says Wonder will be different from other games in one big way. So you're like,
okay,
well, obviously it's gonna be different because it's Mario Wonder, and if you haven't seen it, it's drastically different. But people were probably thinking it's more about like more gameplay news or something.
Yeah, gameplay mechanics.
But this still is kind of important, you know.
Yeah, Mario. I suppose. Yeah, I suppose for like people that actually really care about this stuff, which it is important, but not like super duper important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think like you said, I think we squeezed that a little bit.
Now we're on. Are we ready to switch, Kevin?
Yeah.
Now we're on back to one of mine. I had to pick this one. I don't think I'll recognize all these names because there's so many, but I just had to pick it because I wanted to see the top best rappers that have Lil in their name. So, 10 best rappers that have Lil in their name. Start it. Though Lil has been used sparingly as a prefix for stage names in the first couple of decades of hip-hop's history, Lil Kim made it the flashiest moniker enhancer in the genre when she achieved mainstream appeal in the mid-1990s, thanks to the hits like Crush on You featuring fellow Junior Mafia group and member Little Cease and I Can Love You in 1997 with Mary J. I'm not going to get these right. Blinge, Kim's commercial visibility influence, many upcoming immenses to gravitate towards Little, sparking a trend that continues decades later. One thing right away about this, I didn't realize that it was this old.
Yeah, mid-1990s. Also, I did not know that Lil Kim was a girl. I thought that it was a dude.
Yeah, I didn't really read into this either, but when I saw it, I was thinking that too. That's surprising.
Yeah. Well, like, the reason why I say that, not to be sexist or anything, but like, every rapper with Lil in their name is always a dude.
Yeah. Some people could say that rap is sexist and whatnot, but the term "little" became popular from a girl, so
more I suppose.
That is interesting. Okay. Whether it be 2000s icons like Lil Wayne or Lil Jon, mid 2010s new age stars like Lil Uzi Vert or Lil Yachty, or everyone in between, Little has become synonymous with hip hop. So, with that in mind, we've decided to compile a list of 10 most impactful and impressive littles to ever touch a microphone. So, number one. The number one spot on this list is not really debatable, whether it's his formal discography with the undeniable classics of the Carter series or the underground appealing mixtape series like Dedication No Ceilings. I probably should have said this is Lil Wayne. And Sorry for the Wait, Lil Wayne has cemented himself as one of the most beloved rappers of all time. Of any generation, his influence is unmatched in more ways than one.
Yeah. Fun fact, I think in the top 5 highest selling rappers in the world, he is number 3.
Oh yeah, remember when we did that?
Yeah.
And like number 2 was like some guy that didn't even rap anymore. He just made like a successful business off of it.
I thought it was Drake, honestly.
It was somebody on that list.
Actually, I think the list was number 5 was Jay-Z, then number 4 is Kanye, 3 was Lil Wayne, 2 was Drake, and 1 was Eminem. I think that was the list, but I don't really remember.
Well, if you can find the episode we talked about it in, then you could reference it.
I guess I could just look it up, too. And whatever.
Yeah.
The fans will know.
Yeah, the true fans will know.
Yeah.
They write down every single episode and summarize it. You totally, definitely, positively get comments like that, and we're not lying.
That sounds like a school project. You know, go to something, like go to some media and make a summary of it. If I do that, I'm making a summary of one of our podcast episodes.
Yeah, because I can give you like the secret back notes of like our episode, like what we talked about, the links and all that.
Wait a minute, isn't this your podcast? Yes, you didn't say I could not use it.
There you go. If you ever have to write a paper about like a group of people online, you could just do us.
Yeah, two's a group.
You can get everything like down, and then you can just cite yourself, the podcast, and me.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 2, Lil Kim. I gotta say it like that every single time. The pioneer of the little craze, Lil Kim's legacy is fortified by the biggest hits she's delivered, like Magic Stick and Jump Off. The female immenses she's empowered, like Nicki Minaj, and the respect she's earned from her legendary peers like Notorious B.I.G. and Diddy.
I mean, to say the only difference between Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj is Lil Kim's music is actually good.
First it was MGK, now it's Nicki Minaj.
Listen, both of us have basically been a punchline for a decently long time.
Okay. Number 3, Lil Uzi Vert. Emerging via SoundCloud era of the mid to late 2010s, Lil Uzi Vert built up a cult following pretty quickly with hits like Money Longer and EXO Tour Life. For the longest time, I thought that EXO Tour Life, like, I saw it, like the title of it, and I was so confused about what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, but because there's two L's and it's spelled with a 3 instead of an E.
Yeah. And then I actually like sat down and read it and realized, oh, it just says EXO Tour Life. Okay, and now they enjoy a rockstar lifestyle with their recent studio album Pink Tape notching them their 3rd number 1 album in a row. That song got that album got number 1.
Not bad.
It's an interesting album. It's like heavily experimental.
Sounds like it.
Like I'm trying to think. He made a song with Nicki Minaj, I think, on there, where they sample Blue Abadida Badai.
Oh yeah, that song.
It's interesting. And then at one point he has Gavin, do you know who Baby Metal is? Like the band?
I've heard about them, but I don't really think I know a whole lot about them.
I don't want to get the genre wrong or else I'm gonna get slaughtered, so I'm not gonna say a genre. But it's like a mix of rock and like Japanese influence with it. It's like kawaii rock. But it's amazing.
That's probably not the official term, but I think I get where you're coming from.
Yeah. It's probably like a group of 4 girls and like a heavy metal rock band. It's interesting.
Sounds like it.
Number 4, Lil Baby, rising in unison with fellow young thug prodigy Gunna. Lil Baby captivated the trap rap audience in the late 2010s and early 2020s thanks to anthems like Freestyle and Drip Too Hard, as well as Drake collaborations like Yes Indeed, Wants and Needs, and Girls Want Girls. Okay. Yo, it's this guy. I took the walk to Poland. Number 5, Lil Yachty. Lil Yachty is an artist who earned acclaim via a SoundCloud era, has gone through many successful phases in his career, whether it be his early whimsical trap rap music with songs like One Night in Minnesota, or new psychedelic rock outfit on his 2023 album, Let's Start Here. Yachty continues to innovate his sound, redefining what a Lil can be. Fun fact about Poland. I have to mention this before I've told Gavin about it. So Poland is a song about him bringing a certain type of drug to Poland called lean. And also in the song, he's like stuttering in a type of singing that's called like lean stuttering. And then the way that the music plays, it's like it goes like so like as he's singing, it's like up and down like with a distortion. That also is a it's called like a leaning distortion or something like that.
Oh yeah, you did tell me about that.
Oh, and also he's taught like he's such a smart artist because it like one phrase could mean multiple things. It's called like a double entendre or a triple entendre.
Yeah.
Like him taking a walk, but the music is leaning or wobbling, just like he's wobbling with the walk to. Do you know what I mean? It's just a cool like piece of music that isn't just made to be just a song. Like it has meanings behind it and like lore, I guess.
Huh. All right.
Number 6, Lil Durk. I've heard about him, but I've never listened to any of his songs. I think.
I have no idea who this guy is.
Lil Durk has one of the most non-linear storylines in recent rap history. First elevated alongside Chief Keef with the Chicago drill scene in the early 2010s, Durk's career plateaued out for a while from 2014 to 2018. Now, though, thanks to smash hits like Back in Blood with Pooh Shiesty,
Yo.
it's like that Aiden listens to, and Hellcats and Trackhawks, as well as a fiery collaborations with Drake and J. Cole. Durk is one of the most beloved trap rappers in all of music at the moment. He must be pretty beloved if I haven't heard from him.
Yeah.
Lil Jon, an instantly recognizable voice in any club setting in the 2000s. Lil Jon was truly one of one, okay? With his explosive delivery and grimy voice, he was the driving force behind hits solely the hip-hop variety, like Snap Your Fingers, and those that messed up the rap with pop like Yeah and Do You Remember?
21st night of September.
Okay. Lil Flip.
I never heard of this guy.
This guy's like, Lil Flip's listening to us right now, and he's like, man, come on, my favorite podcast just dissed me. A Texas legend, Lil Flip's notoriety as a rapper in the 1990s allowed him to pump out hits in the 200s. Damn, he's going back, Evan, look.
I assume it means top 200, but I don't know.
Oh, I thought they were talking about the 2000s. Okay. Whether it be Game Over, Flip, and Sunshine in 2004, or Turn It Up with Clamonaire in 2005. We got 2 more. We got number 9, Lil Peep. Before his death in 2017, Lil Peep was truly a beloved figure in the emo rap subgenre, birthed by the SoundCloud era, probably one of the greatest eras of rap. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I'd make a bunch of people mad by saying that.
A lot of there was definitely some talent, but there's also a lot of shit that came out of the SoundCloud era.
The SoundCloud era was like peak like Black Ops era.
Yeah.
Like 2015-ish. Alongside other acts like XXXTentacion and Trippie Reds, Peep's rock influenced melancholic bops like Beamer Boy and Star Shopping earned him undying love from his youthful followers.
And now he's dead.
And now he's dead. But that sucks.
Gee. Alright, now for his last person.
Last person, Lil Tecca. This is probably... I used to listen to a lot of Lil Tecca.
I have no idea who this person is.
He randomly will, like, make an album and then, like, people call him, like, the summer... Like, their summer music, you know? Like, during the summer, he'll, like, make an album and people will be like, God, like, a memory of that summer was when that album came out.
Huh.
But, like, he literally will just disappear, like, on everything for, like, months at a time and then just come back randomly.
That's interesting.
Lil Tecca, once again, his last one. In the later years of SoundCloud's prominence, Jesus, where it felt like little rappers were continuously spawning out of nowhere.
I mean, not
Lil
wrong.
Tecca's infectious melodies and masterful skill with autotune made the hip-hop community do a double take. I don't think he was the master at the autotune. I think somebody else was doing it for him, probably.
Yeah, probably.
But thanks to hits like Ransom and Out of Love, Tecca has been able to maintain relevance in the last half decade, as many of his peers have fallen out of favor with the same audience, full of short attention spans. Okay.
You say that he disappears at months at a time and then just releases a beat during summer, right? That's his time training up in the mountains.
He's mastering his vocals. He's cracking glass with his vocals in the meantime.
God damn.
Okay.
Okay, now one at least I've been waiting for 5 potential plotlines for a Devil May Cry 6 game. While there's currently no focus on a Devil May Cry game, given Capcom's work on other franchises, there is much to be desired with the 6th installment. With fans' sights on Hideki Itsuno's Dragon Dogma 2, many have wondered what it means for Devil May Cry 6 as the next installment with the popular hack and slash franchise. As the aforementioned Dragon Dogma 2 director responsible for the Devil May Cry series, more recently the successful Devil May Cry 5, it's safe to say that fans may be waiting a long while for a new entry. Taking this into consideration, there are a plethora of plot points, stories Capcom could very well have in store for players when the time comes, especially after the ending of Devil May Cry 5, leaving fans anticipating for more.
Was it a cliffhanger?
Kind of. Basically how it ends, and for the special edition on when you play through as Virgil, like, it has, like, a little bit more because, actually, it explains it in, like, the first plot point, like, that could, so I'll just read through that, and then I'll get to explaining. Okay, so, plot point number 1, Dante and Virgil in Hell. So, basically, at the end of Devil May Cry 5, it shows, like, Dante and Virgil basically sparring against each other in hell while fighting other demons. And that's basically where it ends off. And with the Virgil's version of the cutscene, it just shows them talking about, what their parents would think if they saw them at that point in their lives.
Let's
see. I guess as a real quick thing we could do, we could kind of give our takes on how likely this is, like, depending on, like, different factors, so to speak.
I'm gonna be shooting in the dark, but I'll try to do it.
Okay. Let's see. Given at the hinted reconciliation between the Sparta twins Dante and Virgil at the end of DMC 5, it has left many far more intrigued of when it comes down to the relationship being separated from most of their lives other than their childhood. The brothers were always pitted against one another, given the two differing motivations and aspirations between them. Now, with the pair stuck in hell, Nero forcing his father and uncle to end their rivalry, it'd be suitable for Capcom to pick up where the last game left off, potentially giving fans a fresh story aspect of Dante and Virgil finally acting as brothers and not enemies, since previous entries in the series have stuck with the long-running rivalry between the brothers in one form or another. DMC 6 will be the best opportunity to finally change it for the better. So how likely, like I guess on a scale of 1 to 10, if 10 being like most certain to 1 being like not very likely, do you think this plot point would go?
Hmm. You said a 10?
Yeah, 10 is high end, 1 is low end.
8.
Really?
I think that it would probably start this way, maybe. I don't know if you can. I don't know if they can easily go in and out of hell, but
Trust me, they are masters of escaping hell without any good sort of explanation.
okay. So I would say that there's a chance that it could start off with them like fighting in hell, maybe. But then like anywhere from that, like it could drastically change.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna say 6, and I'm gonna second what you said, and say this will probably be like a flashback mission where it just kind of follows them going through hell. Just talking about them as siblings. Uh, maybe them just finally leaving hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. On to next one. Number 4, Nero replacing Virgil or Dante, I guess, or plot point number 2. Following the ending of DMC5 once again, Dante's words to Nero finally leaving with Virgil certainly hinted towards the fact that Nero would be taking the role of Dante in his Devil May Cry devil hunting business. While it may be hard for players to accept a DMC title without the opportunity to play as Dante, it's clear that Capcom has been working towards Nero becoming the new main protagonist based on DMC 4 and 5. Given that the great deal of time players have spent with Virgil through the 2 of the franchise's installments and amount of growth in their respected strength and maturity within this character, it'd be no surprise that DMC 6 would put players in front and center as powerful and far more formidable Devil Hunter in Nero.
So this is Nero right here.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so once
Honestly,
again,
I think that this could be a new point.
so
No,
you're gonna give like a
eventually the characters have to be replaced.
retired.
Just like it happened in real life. Eventually, one person becomes too old, so they have to be replaced.
Yeah.
Or it's just so then they can have new plot points, maybe, or maybe the other character reached their limit, but this person can go further than their limit. Something like that, I guess. I would say 9 out of 10.
I'm gonna go with again a 6 because while a Nero only DMC game could be very interesting, I think fans are gonna be pissed
Yeah.
because they were like when Nero was first introduced, people hated him just because he wasn't Dante, and I don't think that's gonna be the same reception because it's been like 16 years since he was introduced. He was introduced in DMC 4, which originally released in like 2007 or 2008.
Hmm.
But yeah, people just really like Dante way too much to, I guess give him up, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 3, a prequel game. Just as Serious third entry did, fans could very well be in store for a prequel. Devil May Cry 1, 2 starting players off with Dante, right? Mix of devil hunting. Its story only became full circle by the time DMC 3, Dante's Awakening, was available. Not only did it explain the events of the first game in particular quite well in regard to who Nilo Angela is, but it also gave fans insight in younger Dante as he gradually became the legendary devil hunter he's known for. With DMC 6, Capcom has the opportunity to finally address one of the biggest mysteries of the franchise, with Sparta and how he died. While it would be controversial for some fans seeing DMC game without main characters Nero and Dante at the forefront, it'd be open door to deeper lore and understanding that occurred long before the Sparta twins became what they currently are. I guess for sake of reference, Sparta is kind of like the main plot point of like a lot of why the twins did what they did, and why they have so many enemies against them. Because Sparta was a demon who fought for humans, and the demons did not like that.
Okay.
Okay, so A prequel game following Sparta. How likely do you think that would?
All of these sound like good ideas, though. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to imagine, like, if one of my favorite games, or, like, the knowledge that I have of this game, like, if those games had stuff like this, then I would enjoy it. So, all of them
Yeah.
sound good to me in a way.
Yeah.
I'm probably just gonna say, like, 7 out of 10.
Yeah. I think I'll give the same score, but my nuance is that I think this should be a spin-off, not a numbered DMC game.
Yeah. Because if they called it 6, then it would be
People are
kind of weird.
Yeah. I mean, it was given the reason, 3 was a prequel to the first game, and that, did super well.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think it would just be a little bit out of left field. Right?
People are waiting for so
one.
long for, like, new advancements, and then it's just a prequel.
Yeah. Okay. Plot point number 4. Nero 6's mother. Considering its complete omission from the story, fans would not be expecting the 6th installment story to revolve around a search for Nero's mom. But this is not in the realm of possibility, since it could easily play no pivotal role in the story or Nero's character whatsoever. Fans may not particularly see any point in addition, but it could be a key to giving Nero more understanding of his origins, while learning that Virgil it was indeed Nero's father based on the assumptions from fans and hints from Capcom during DMC4. Many still speculate as who his mother truly is, even suggests it could be one of the characters that fans have known. Is unlikely to be a main focus on the new installment, but it'd be great to see it addressed in some capacity. That's what I was thinking. That it'd probably just be like a B plot. It'd be like the main job, but
Yeah.
Nero searching for his past, I suppose. So I'll give it like a 5 out of probability.
I'm just gonna go 6 out of 10.
Okay, and for the last one, Dante, Nero, and Virgil reunion. Following in the same footsteps as his predecessor, DMC6 is highly likely to have all 3 of its main characters reunite at some stage in the story. A matter of pacing within character arcs and gameplay allowed characters to become accustomed to controlling Nero and V through a large portion of the game's opening before rechanging controls below Dante, constantly switching between the 3 different characters in each mission. The 6th installment would stick with the same formula and manner of pacing, then this would be a perfect way to go. Seeing more mature, powerful, and intending Nero reunite with his newfound biological family would be interesting to say the least. Now, I think this would be the most likely, and for one reason. So, interesting fact about Devil May Cry 5, there was multiplayer planned for that game.
They just never did it?
Well, I guess they didn't really have the time to perfect it, and we'll show in some of the DMC 5 recording that I got that I'll see co-star someone's name. That's kind of what it was, where you just see people playing as the characters through their respective mission.
Oh, okay. So it's like a leaderboard.
Yeah, kind of. But what I think it was supposed to be is that you could play as Nero, V, or Dante, and play with other people going through whatever mission as either of those 3 characters. With them.
That'd be cool.
And honestly, I think this would be the best option because, just think of it. Being able to play a Devil May Cry game with 2 of your other friends, one playing as Dante, another playing as Virgil, another playing as Nero, that'd be so much of a fun experience.
All the boys in the video game and all the boys in real life.
Precisely. And because of that, I think it'd do extremely well. You'd probably easily come up with a plot point or something, who the main villain will be. Other B plots that go on in the background. It could give Virgil his first hero arc.
He hasn't had a hero arc?
Yeah, he's been the bad guy for every game he appeared in that isn't 4.
Wow.
Because it was Urizen, which was his demon half in DMC 5. Virgil was working against Dante with Arkham, who was basically the other main bad guy in Devil May Cry 3, and Virgil's Nilo Angelo, who was being controlled by Mundus, was the main bad guy of Devil May Cry 1.
I understood some of that, but that sounds interesting.
Basically, every time he's made an official appearance, he's been the bad guy.
They could give him like a there's a certain word used for it where like you have sympathy for the bad guy. I'm trying to think of the word.
Pity?
No. Like the anti-hero? Basically it'd be like that. I don't know the saying for it.
Yeah. Sympathy for the devil. In this case, literally. Yeah, so I guess I gave my reasoning of why I think this is most likely to be the next game, like, premise.
So then what's your number?
What do you think? 10 out of 10. Easy.
8.
Really? Next to that.
I don't know. If you're making it sound like that would be what could happen, then I'm pretty confident.
Yeah, I guess with your lack of...
They could just do a giant major turn. It could be like something completely different than all these.
Yeah, I suppose. Well, if they know what's good for them, they will probably do something like this.
Devil May Cry karting. It's like Mario Kart, but Devil May Cry.
I think people would unironically will really like that. Just because of how stupid it sounds.
They did that in Yakuza. In Yakuza Like a Dragon, there's just a random minigame and like a whole system where you maintain a garage and then you can upgrade your go-kart. And then there's like a whole like side story based off of like go-karting.
That sounds kind of fun.
It looks pretty fun.
Yeah.
But isn't that Capcom too?
Yakuza? I don't think so. I think that's Konami. Who makes the Yakuza games?
I can just go on Steam.
It's true.
Wait. Sega. But yeah. Have we reached our end point?
Yeah. I guess as like one last little comment. They could purposely make DMC 6, like if they do it in like a style like where you can actually play with other people and maybe you could have like an option where you just have like AI based off like what you do. Like there's like a prologue mission that kind of gets down like how good you are with each character and has AI that does movements based off of your own combat skills. Yeah. Anyway, they can purposely make the game like more difficult to fit. That there's going to be like more people on the field at once.
So you mean like depending on how good you are, how bad you are, like the game just scales for you?
No, not like that. Like you have like a higher like base difficulty. Like maybe like bring it back to like DMC 1 difficulty because it was pretty difficult. Like, definitely not as difficult as 3, but, you know. And, like, even make the game longer, because, like, every DMC game has, like, base, like, 20 missions, except for the first game. I think they could even stretch it out to, like, 30, as long as they keep things interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I really got to say about it. I have high hopes for DMC 6. I think everyone else in the Devil May Cry community has high hopes too, especially after...
Have they mentioned anything about it?
There's been rumors of it going into production, but no, like, real things since then. It's also been rumored that it's not going to be really out until, like, 2028, so there's that. I mean, it took, like, 11 years... Let's see, yeah, alright, Devil May Cry 4 was 2008, not 2007. And Devil May Cry 5 was 2019, so, yeah. And people loved Devil May Cry 5 to death. People consider it the best in the series, like, is either that or 3. Yeah. I guess that's it. No, with all my ramblings out of the way, I suppose.
Yeah, you were wearing the whole episode though, so.
Yeah.
Is it
Would
my
you like
job?
to? Yeah.
Okay.
Would you like to finish this off?
Well, this is the end of episode 20. Now, back to, I don't think we talked about that much at the start of the episode like we did the first one. We are going to be attempting to make a new model for the show with our release dates, which is going to be bi-weekly unless I'm confident enough to the point where I think I can do it weekly.
Yeah.
Because I have life. I wish I could upload an episode daily, but if we really wanted to, we could, but I don't think that's, I don't think I'm in the right opportunity to do that.
Yeah. My opportunity's going to be shutting down once I start working. Not to mention I also don't know how to edit, so...
Yeah. And if I were to teach Gavin how to edit stuff, he would only be on episode 1 of Experience, where I'm on episode 20 of Experience. Mm-hmm. So it's just I'd rather stick with it when I can get it, because I know I have time for it, just I gotta commit to it. But yeah.
Yeah.
Also, rate 5 stars, please. Please. And this is Ashton.
This is Gavin.
And we will see you next time we upload an episode, bi-weekly or weekly.
Yeah, kind of depends.
Yeah.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Bye.